On Friday, amidst troubling reports of President Trump's statements of disrespect for American veterans, the president refuted the claims and lashed out at his former Chief of Staff and Secretary of Homeland Security, General John Kelly. Regardless of whether the former Marine Corps general was one of the sources for the article that broke open the story, one thing is certain. If he is to truly serve his nation once again as a patriot, General John Kelly must not remain silent. Following the release of Jeffrey Goldberg's reporting in The Atlantic on Thursday that accused Trump of referring to veterans as suckers and losers, the Trump White House has been in full damage control mode, dismissing the story as a fabrication and calling on the anonymous sources to be revealed. The Atlantic story contains numerous troubling anecdotes about the president's perceptions of American soldiers who died or were injured in America's foreign conflicts. One particular incident retold in the article is a visit by Trump to the Arlington Cemetery grave of General Kelly's son, Robert Kelly, who was killed in Afghanistan in 2010. During that visit, Trump allegedly said to his then Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security, "I don't get it. What was in it for them?" As the newest political firestorm threatened to engulf the president's reelection campaign, during a White House press conference on Friday, an embattled Trump offered fierce words of criticism of Kelly. "I know John Kelly, he was with me, didn't do a good job, had no temperament and ultimately he was petered out," Trump said about Kelly. Was exhausted. This man was totally exhausted, he wasn't even able to function in the last number of months. He was not able to function. He was sort of a tough guy, Trump continued. By the time he got eaten up in this world, it's a different world than he was used to, he was unable to function. In response to a question about whether Kelly may have been a source for the Atlantic article, Trump said, "I don't know that it was him, I haven't seen that, but it could have been a guy like a John Kelly." Goldberg's reporting in The Atlantic specifically states Kelly declined to comment for the story. This isn't the first time that the president has attacked the decorated general, nor is it the only time that Kelly has been caught up in a White House controversy. In fact, his tenure with the Trump administration was marked by numerous incidents that drew the ire of internal and external critics alike, and his departure as Chief of Staff in December of 2018 was the conclusion of a rocky 16 months in the chaotic Trump White House. Since then, with the exception of a handful of speeches and occasional comments, Kelly has remained largely silent about his White House tenure, and generally refused to openly criticize his former boss.